Woo!
It's back at it
20th.
again.
The 20th.
It's on flying by, bro.
That's crazy. I know you moving around. You got a chance to watch a bunch of the games?
I did, I did, man. Had to see how that card was gonna look, man. Some good games, man. Some surprises. Um, Definitely a good game last night. So
Oh, see, that's how I know you're a defensive guy saying that was a good game last night.
that was a good game. That was a
'Cause a
hell of a
lie,
game last night,
that shit stink.
man.
That shit
Good
was stink.
game,
But
man.
hey, good game by that Saints defense though.
Good
Them
game.
boy,
That's what I'm saying.
the Bucks defense too. Really, if you really look at it, Bucks defense ball, both defenses ball. Saints got their number. Regular season at least. Tommy
Nah,
boy,
for
what
sure.
else, man? Big play, big
Hey,
tackle in the Steelers game with Joe Hayden
yes.
coming back.
Shout out to the Detroit Lions.
Shout out to the Detroit Lions, who I would never be on the right side of picking them.
Hey, we both agreed on that.
Yeah, they
We
messed up
both
my
agreed on
ticket,
that.
man.
I messed up everybody's ticket.
Man, I couldn't believe that when obviously had the Packers covering. What else happened yesterday? Somebody else, another
Um,
big time upset.
uh,
I don't know why it just
was
slipped
it?
my mind. Yeah, it was 11 and a half point
Um,
line. But man, Overreaction Monday, drop your overreactions in the chat. One half of the Man to Man pod, other half Antoine Bethea on the other side. He moving around right now.
what it do, baby?
But sorry, we had some technical difficulties on Saturdays with our pick show. I think we did all right this week too. I think at least I'm in the green. A lot to talk about today though. A lot of games. We're gonna have this analytics conversation. A little conversation about new COVID protocols, big injuries, people returning. We got some shit to talk about today, man. We got a little new intro video for y'all too.
Let's get it going, baby.
Y'all better like it. Hey, if you're talking about the show on Twitter, use the hashtag Twitter, IG, hashtag M2M Live. Let's get it. Okay, Tone.
Hey, that was smooth, baby.
Okay, Tone. That's our first time seeing that too. Boy, it's my first time. I know
Hey,
you
that
and
was,
Tone was in the green room a little bit before me. I'm fresh out the barber chair.
hey,
You was
nah,
fucking with
nah,
it?
nah. I like that. I like that tone. That shit was smooth, baby. I like
Ooh.
it.
You know what?
Hey, day by day, baby.
You know what I'm
We get
saying?
better,
Just
man. You know what I'm
that
saying?
that's what it is, man. That's the culture, man. Just 1% better every day. We got
That's
a
it.
hashtag
That's
now.
it.
We got an intro. Come on, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all rocking with us too, man.
Hey,
Shout
man,
out
I
to
like that.
y'all,
Put a
man.
smile on my face this morning, man.
Yeah, big smile, man. Man,
Hey,
all
put a
right.
smile on my face this morning.
They gonna talk about. I wonder if Tone got that old the top three we had with the teams on the NFC, AFC. I think it's time to revisit those already. But I think we got some shifts, some movement up in this MVP race in the NFL. But before we get to the league, before we get to the NFL, our overreactions, had the WNBA draft lottery. These be the teams picking in the top four. We got our girl
Mm-hmm.
Renee. They're picking number 3. Then the old home team, Indiana Fever, they picking 2. Washington Mystics
True,
up there at
Washington
1.
one.
And Dallas Wings at the 4, man. So that's that on the WNBA side of
Hey,
things.
After that,
What's
let's jump
good?
into the Celebration Bowl real quick.
Hey,
Let's
let's
jump
get
into
it.
the Celebration
I don't
Bowl.
see a brand for it, but shit, let's talk about it.
Hey, look, man. It was a big
Well, that's
time
where you
showing
was
out
at.
here, man. Yeah, big time showing out here in Atlanta, the Celebration Bowl. Shout out Nakiba, man. I seen her at the game as well. But
Shout
but
out.
yeah, man. We talked about. You asked me who I had in the game. I said you know, I want to see Jackson State win. Obviously, I'm a MEAC guy. In the Celebration Bowl, the MEAC been beating up on the SWAC. It's just different type
That's
of ball.
that's that's what I
Um,
heard.
yeah, it's a different type of ball than MEAC versus the SWAC. But again, man, shout out to South Carolina State Bulldogs, man. They came out here as the dogs, and they put on a show. They whooped up on Jackson State. Shout out to Coach Prime and Jackson State. They made a lot of noise this year, man. But hey, South
Yeah.
Carolina State, man, they bullied them boys. I would say from the middle of
From
the second
jump.
quarter, not from jump. Jackson State came out with that swag, but once they got their number, man, it was bully ball out there for real. So shout out to the MEAC, man. We do it different out there, baby.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it. My family had came in town, so I was doing some stuff with the family. But
Yeah.
I was kind of following along on Twitter, and I follow D Leonard. Obviously, following you,
Mm-hmm.
follow some other people. A lot of people like, damn, Judge, y'all ain't getting your ass whooped. D Leonard was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
the commentators was clearly talking like they wanted Jackson State to be winning, and Jackson State obviously at this point right now is the most popular school when it comes to HBCUs. So I'm sure they'll get some bias. But South Carolina State, man, hey, said, all right, all right. So
Hey.
I mean, when you saw the hype pregame, with all the people, influencers, entertainers, obviously,
Yeah.
bigging up Jackson State, cool with it, loved it, loved the attention. The only slight pause
No,
I
for
had
sure.
was the locker room. Pre-game in the locker room, and I don't know if that's how they get down every week. If that's that, it is what it is. But I know that locker room pre-game, like different coaches go about it different ways. So I'm
Yeah.
interested to see if it's any adjustments in that standpoint. But love to see it, man. Love to see all the attention. Good game, good players getting noticed. So I love it,
Yeah.
man.
Nah, for sure, man. And I'm actually excited to later on or early in the top of 2022, man. You got the HBCU combine for these guys to be
Yes,
able to show
sir.
out in front of these personnel, and then you also got the Legacy Bowl as well, um, where they got a lot of HBCU players being able to come together, man, and showcase their talent in front of the front offices, execs, and scouts as well, man. So again, man, shout out to HBCU Bowl and the guys that's looking to take that next step.
Love to see it, man. Love to see it. How did Atlanta treat you?
Atlanta was cool, man. Stay out the way, man. Tap in with my folks, man. But you gotta stay out the way a little bit. You can't be all up in the mix,
Yay.
baby.
Gotta stay out the speaking of staying out the way, being in the mix. We talked about COVID earlier and how it's been on the
Yeah,
fourth quarter rampage. Obviously, a lot of travel. I follow it a lot. A lot of travel. Obviously, the uptick around the holidays. You see COVID cases going up in the leagues. And honestly, in my personal life, I know different friends that know people kind of in their cities. That's like, hey, it's going crazy out here in Cleveland. I know 10. Hey, it's going crazy out here in Chicago. So it's looking like it's coming back, man. And then obviously
and
the new protocols. What's that?
yeah. Now I'm about to say coming back, she ain't never go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just
Yeah,
that
I
thing
don't know
ain't never
about
go
y'all,
nowhere,
but
man.
it's another country down here in Florida. And for a while there, our cases were on the down tick, but it's another conversation for another day. But the NFL did change their protocols, obviously, with everything going on, the new variants, and all of the names that were going on the list. We had like around 6% of the NFL test positive within like a 6-day span. And the NFL's reaction to this was, you know what? We're gonna stop testing the vaccinated players unless they report symptoms. They come in. If they outside of that, it's gonna be targeted testing for vaccinated players. Obviously, we're gonna still test unvaccinated players every day, which doesn't make much sense to me at all in the league. That's 95% vaccinated. What's your thoughts on these new protocols, man?
Like you said, I don't think it makes sense. Doesn't make sense. We got to test everybody. Obviously, vaccinated. We kind of talk about that. I'm not a doctor, but just common sense wise, like everybody needs to be tested. Unvaccinated, vaccinated, everybody can pass it. So we just got to make sure if we're gonna keep everybody safe, let's keep everybody safe. You know what I mean? Let's test everybody that come in the building. That's what we're trying to do. But I don't think the NFL, I don't think they have a grasp on it. I just think they kind of going day by day, seeing, hey, what can we do here? We can make it look like we trying to do X, Y, and Z.
Fact, gotta
At the
save
end of
face.
it got to do that. So at the end of the day, man, for me, hey, look, it's crazy right now. We having this spread obviously through Thanksgiving with a lot of people traveling and things of that nature. We're gonna test everybody just to make sure we can kind of curve this thing, but
Yeah.
we gotta figure something out because once the playoffs is right around the corner, and this could be one or two of your top players missing a game because of testing protocol. That could be real deal for a team.
I think that's why they changed these protocols, and then they made it to where cats could test out of it, basically in a day. But and that's money talks at the end of the day. You know what I mean? They can say it's based off science or whatever, but that's obvious that that's not the case. Um, Money talks. So they trying to save face right now. Obviously, with all those names going up, you start getting pressure from the outside. Like, hey, y'all got to do something. Y'all got to reschedule these games. Y'all got to cancel this game. This looks bad. So the NFL, like, you know what? I'm sure the doctors are probably in there like, hey, these are the risks. This is what we're seeing with the new variant. This is how it's affecting people in this age group and this whatever. I think they'll be good. If you stop testing, you're going to get less people in the protocol. And then the people that do go in the protocol, are going to be from a 5% group, the unvaccinated group. So now that's going to be,
Yeah,
so it's some,
they
you
got to
know what it
revisit
is
that,
though.
bro. I
I mean,
definitely
they're not
think they got
though.
to
They're not though. They're not.
they got to
And
revisit
then
that,
you
man.
really depending on people to report the. Oh, hey, coach, man, I know we got divisional playoff game tomorrow, but I think I got a fever.
It
People
just
not.
don't make
That's the right
sense.
thing to
But
do, but come on, man. It don't make sense, but
yeah,
hey,
it
they're gonna
doesn't
get
at
that
all, bro.
bread, and the fans
The
are getting their
first thing they're gonna
games.
do,
Facts, big
first thing they're
facts.
gonna
But
do is get
everybody
that money.
stay safe, man. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your families. Be smart, man. Be smart, please. We got these records up.
Man,
You
put them
saw
up
them
there, man.
already?
Let me see. Nah, I ain't see him.
All right, I'll start with my money line so far. We still got games today. We got games Tuesday. Money line 7-5 and the money line 6-6 right now against the spread. Week 15 so far.
Man, week 15, I'm 9-3 against the money line, 7-5 against the spread. That's not bad. It's not bad.
That's not bad.
Excuse me.
That's not bad. And then these games, I'm so confused with the damn schedule now. Let me see.
So who we got tonight?
See, I need the dates. I believe the Raiders. No odds currently. Locked the odds out. I believe the Raiders. Matter of fact, let me triple check. That's Tuesday.
Who
They don't even have. Okay. Is that today? 5:01
who
is
had
looking like the Raiders and Browns play. Baker
Raiders
Mayfield
and
still
Browns?
hasn't
Okay.
tested out of protocol, and who's the backup? Case Keenum has not tested out either. Raiders are favored
Right.
by 2.5 points right now, and then it's looking like the Bears and the Vikings are playing at 8 o'clock, and the Vikings are favored
Okay.
by 6.5 points. So we got Bears, Vikings, Raiders, Browns. if I'm not mistaken.
And
I don't know. I just know football.
and
So how you
based on
feeling
that,
about that?
but
What's that?
you about to be between. Based on that, you got the Raiders and the Browns, and the Browns, Baker Mayfield, Case Keenum. Um, don't know what that's looking like right now. Based on that information as of right now, who do you have in the Raiders and the Browns game?
Uh, I mean, I had the Browns going to. I got to go Raiders, man. I got to go Raiders. I'm gonna go Raiders, and they're favored by 2.5. I got to go to they cover the spread too. I mean, you still got Chubb back there, Pauls. You still got Nick Chubb back there. Nick Mullins. I don't trust Nick Mullins. You probably more familiar with him than I am, Ben. He was in San Fran, but I saw him play decent. He a third string quarterback for a reason, man. So I can't take him beating
Damn,
Derek Carr. I know it's team, but I think Derek Carr and the
damn,
Raiders get it figured out
Woo.
tonight at least. Which way you going?
Damn, D butt. Third string quarterback for a reason, huh?
I mean,
Woo.
in today's NFL. Back in the day, you could hide third string quarterbacks on the roster for longer, and they could be decent.
Yeah.
In today's NFL, if you're a third stringer, you could play. These GMs, somebody gonna trade for you and get you on that roster. I mean, that's at least how I look at it.
That boy D butt ain't playing this morning, man.
Respectfully.
Ain't playing.
Respectfully.
Respect to you. Hey, respect to you, Nick Mullins. I don't know, man. I might have to go with the Browns on this one, man. I might go Browns on this one. They have the better team, and I feel like looking at the backup quarterbacks this year that's come in and play for I would say maybe 50-60% of them quarterbacks that come in and play well. We look at Baltimore. We
Tyler Huntley ball. We're gonna get to that.
Tyler Huntley balling. So I might still have the Browns on this one.
All right. Let me see these records. Let me see these records one more time. I think this might be the one I need. This might be the one I need.
9-3 on the money line, 7-5 against the spread.
I'm just trying to catch up with the spread. I'm cool to the money line.
I'm trying.
Might be the one I need. Let's go Raiders. Let's go Raiders. Who's at home in this one?
Across the board.
Nah, who at home in this one?
The Browns.
Damn, it's at Cleveland. Shit.
Hate that field, the Browns. Man. So
All right. Who you got?
In the night game.
Look at these games,
in the night game. In the night game, who you got?
I'm going Minnesota on this one. I'm going Minnesota.
All right, we agree on that one.
But I think I got Chicago. I got Chicago covering the spread though. Chicago plus 6.5. Minnesota money line. You got Minnesota covering?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I do.
What gives you the faith in my hot Minnesota Vikings right now? 7 points.
It's not so much about them. It's about the Chicago Bears. It's the Chicago Bears. Again, it's a flip of the coin. Which Minnesota Vikings team is going to come out and play? But those Chicago Bears, I think they'll come out and play tough for maybe the first half. But eventually, I think the Minnesota Vikings will come out. They pull it out. They'll beat them.
Late divisional game at home. Justin Fields, make something happen, baby. Just covered it.
I got Minnesota by 10.
By 10? Damn.
By 10.
Nah, Fields gonna cover for me. 10. Matter of fact, speaking of covering, so you got Minnesota by 10. I got Minnesota winning, Chicago covering. Lock it in on tally site. Speaking about covering this game, this Packers-Ravens game, I think it ended at kickoff. It was a 9.5 point spread. Packers way. Started off hot. They were double teaming Adams. They said coming into the game, Wink said, hey, 17 is not going to beat us. They had two cats with them, two cats go with him in motion. Still gave up that touchdown to him, which was inexcusable. You had two guys. You got to play it inside and out. But what you thought about this game, man? Tyler Huntley.
I loved it. Tyler Huntley, man. When your number is called, be ready. Be ready. And I don't want to keep going back on these past conversations that we've had, but being
It's impressive what he did, man.
it's very, and you know, that's why you should always, that's what I was trying to convey to Darius Butler and some of my guys that's you know that was in the chat. But again, man, when your name and number is called, man, be ready. That's what a pro is. Be ready. Um, Take advantage of the opportunity, and that's what Tyler Huntley is doing, man. I love to see it. It was a great game. Again, I kind of I like how Coach Harbaugh is playing to win. You know, he's like, hey, I believe my players playing to win, but in this,
I was going to ask you
sometimes I
about
just
that.
feel as though sometimes I feel like, hey, kick the field goal, um, tie the game up, and go into overtime. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, so that's the side. That's the side you were on. Kick the field goal, going up. Kick the extra point, going overtime.
yeah. I mean, that's how I was. You know, you come down. You got the game. You know, the game winning drive. Your players they're playing good. That's just, if I was a coach, I would have kicked the field goal right there, go into overtime, and see what that momentum, if it goes into overtime. But again, I respect his decision as far as, hey, look, we going to win this game. Let's go ahead and get it done. But who am I? I'm on the man-to-man pod.
I mean, hey, you've been in those situations plenty times. You're more than obviously, but I like the decision, man. This is a big these last couple of weeks when it comes to analytics after the Chargers game, this game. You know, every week we see it now with the fourth down revolution that's going on in the NFL, the 2-point conversions, all these different things. I didn't mind it, man. They came into this game 10-point dogs. The defense finally started getting some stops against the Packers. Your quarterback, he's moving, he's in a rhythm, he's making plays happen. I don't mind it. You going for it, you try to end it right there, man. You don't take this game in overtime, then you got to flip a coin. You may not get another chance. Either defense
But
probably didn't want to go out there and
but you
face the other quarterback again, honestly. So you drop a play for your best player, Andrews. He got to box out. And I think Huntley just got to make a better throw. If he put that throw to his outside numbers and Andrews box out that corner, he winning that 9 times out of 10. He threw it behind him. Savage makes a great play, tips it.
if
But I don't
if
mind it, man.
if
I don't mind it, man.
yeah, if it was a fifth, we all be drunk. So you said a
You
lot
got to
right
go for it, man.
there.
I'm saying, you can't
You
play
said a lot
scared,
right there.
man.
Got to box out. Got to you can, but you got to play smart too.
That's the play. That's the play they
Like,
drew up.
I mean, you call a timeout, so you wasn't really, confident in what play you was going, what you was going to call. You call your players to the sideline. You call Mark Andrews over. You call, your QB over. Hey, what y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I like it. That is, I'm not saying that I dislike the decision. I would have made a different decision. That's all I'm saying. I like the. I respect
Ah,
the decision,
man.
but
That's
and
tough.
and it is. And as a
I got
head
to
coach,
try to
you got to
win
make those
that.
tough decisions that we know.
I got to try to
I'm
win
going to
that right there.
overtime, man. My team just went down and scored. We kicked that field goal. We going over, like you said, like it's a coin flip. We don't know if we gonna we might get the ball, and we might go down and score. We don't know that.
Do I keep the game, the balance of the game in my hands, or do I go to a coin flip and play a whole nother? No, we down here right now. We on the 2-yard line. One play to score it and win the game. If we can't get this,
And you
we won't
lost.
deserve to win. And you lost. That's part of
No,
it. Shit,
no,
that's the
no,
chance
no,
you
no.
take. That's the chance you
I
take,
can't, I
brother.
can't,
They
I
had no
can't say
business being
that
in that
we don't.
game. So the longer you play,
But they was.
the better the odds is the better team starts to play better. That's just how it is. That's why.
Oh
That's
no,
how I feel.
I don't believe. I don't believe. Nah, not in that
You
game.
got
Shit,
to.
we
You
going to
got to.
overtime. Shit, we.
Can I say that on
Nah,
the show?
hey, kick that field goal, man. Going to overtime and see what happens, man. That's shit. Like,
I like it.
come on,
I'm a
man.
fan. I'm a fan. A lot of
Hey,
people say, I see a couple
I
people saying
respect it.
Brown was open. Hollywood Brown was open on that crosser. When that play is drawn up, when they practice that play,
They wasn't even. They
that
weren't
play
even
is
looking
going
at
to one
nobody
person.
else but Mark Andrews.
That's going to
Exactly.
Mark Andrews. That's going to
And
that player right there. And like I said, I thought
and
it was a good play.
and look, And looking at that play, I knew where it was going. You put Mark Andrews out there by
It was
himself.
working
You
all
spread it
night.
out. It was. He was balling. So you knew where it was going. It was a good play drawn up, roll out. You know what I mean? Like you said, get your best player that's on the
Got to
field.
execute.
Let him. Yeah, but shout out to Green Bay, top
Yeah, good
team in the
game by
NFC
Huntley.
right now.
Close but no cigars. No more victories in the NFL, but Huntley bought. I'm sure he
Green
he
Bay,
he got a lot more of my respect. I already respect him, but Green Bay found a
hey,
way to win.
top team in the
Top
NFC
team,
right now.
top team in the NFC, and we'll talk about that later. The guy that came into this game as the betting favorite to win the MVP, Tom Brady, was shut out for the first time in 15 years. Saints still got his number in the regular season, man. Saints, I mean, this defense, they've put some impressive performances out there this year already, but this is one of the more impressive. When Taysom Hill, they couldn't move the ball. They couldn't get first downs. So Tampa's defense balled too. But the Bucks go on the road and get a 9-0 victory week 15, man. You said this was a good game to start off. I thought
This I did. Maybe a lot of the viewers, you on the media side now, so obviously you want to see a lot of points. But I thought this was a good game. Like you said, the Saints defense was flying around, man, making plays. They had time and that
they
offense
would bring
on their
that
heels.
hat too.
They bringing the pressure. They were balling, flying around. That's the type of football I love to see. And like you said, even the Bucks defense, they were playing really well as well. So I like it. I know it's a ugly score, 9-0.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the type of football that I like to see. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you see the 30, like, even the Green Bay Baltimore game, good game, 31-30, high scoring game. But I like this. I like the game. I like the physicality. I like the back and forth, the chit chat, the chatter, talking shit.
Oh
I
yeah,
love it,
yeah,
man. That's
yeah,
what
yeah, 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 yeah.
that's what that those divisional game. That's what it's about. You have those rivalries,
Yeah.
man. This is what ball is, man. This is what ball is. The
Especially
refs
this
out
time
there
of the
letting the
year.
boys play. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Especially
And
this time of
when
the
I
year,
think of
man.
when you were playing, I don't know if you had a team that was like, damn, like they got our number. I know for us when I was in Indy, it was San Diego. I don't know what it was, but San Diego, we will always go back and forth with San Diego. And it was like when we obviously New England was that game where it was like, okay, we know this is gonna be a good game. But for some reason we used to play San Diego. We was like, damn, like this gonna this is gonna be one. It's gonna be one of those
Yeah.
games. Did you ever have a team like that? Because obviously the Saints is that for the Bucks.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shit. I mean, I could say that, but you said something key there. You said back and forth. So the two teams when I was with the Colts that I would think the Steelers, they always had our number. I felt like it was one step ahead, and then the Patriots, and they would rough us up. So we did the same thing. I would say to like the Broncos. I feel like we always had the Broncos number. So yeah, those would be the two teams, but it wasn't much back and forth, at least in that time frame. So but yeah, they definitely got the Bucks number though. Shout out to Cam Jordan too. He got 100 sacks. Big milestone. He's
Yeah.
been a good player, great player in this league for a long time. Malcolm Jenkins was out there balling,
Hmm.
matching up with Gronk. Gronk had one of his worst games. Um, uh, Chauncey getting the Tom Frey sizing him up on his Florida boy shit, man. I like you said, that is the part of the game. Dennis Allen, he stepped up and had to step into the head
Yeah.
coaching role. And there was some times where it was a time in that game when they had a 4th and 2, maybe 4th and goal. I'm like, man, they need to go for this. They may not be down here again. And he opted to kick the field goal and then opted to kick another field goal late, went up 2 scores. So sometimes it does work out. But shout out to that whole Saints squad, man. Still in the fight. Still in the fight. They could
Nah,
have
for
laid
sure.
down.
It's for
They
sure.
fighting, man.
So what
But
what you how you feel about the how you feel about the Bucks though? Like how you feel about the Bucks? Coming off this loss. Like where do you see them at in this NFC race? Do you feel as though it's some problems? Obviously, you had Mike Evans get get injured. You had Fournette get injured. No excuse, no explanations. But
Yeah,
like, you know,
Chris
the
Godwin.
reports that Chris Godwin reports that Antonio Brown is going to come back. He'll be back in the mix. So where do you see this Bucks team at in this
I mean,
NFC race?
I still got him right there at the top. Green Bay's at 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll put the Bucks at 2. You know, and like you said, because of the injuries, Godwin,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna miss the rest of the regular season. They saying with an MCL sprain that just came out a few minutes before we hopped on. Not sure what's going on with Fournette. Mike Evans changes a lot because I think we talked about it on this show.
Yeah.
Like regardless of his targets and his yards and all that, he controls that middle of the field safety, that deep safety. So 13 is big. But I mean, second, I still like him. I still like BA as a head coach. Obviously, still like Tom quarterback. Todd Bowles, he got the defense. They still got all the pieces, man. AB coming back, which they it was some
Yep.
rumors that they may cut him and all this, but now it's gonna be obvious. BA already spoke on like he's bringing them back because it's in the best interest of the football team to win games. And I appreciate his
Yep.
straightforwardness and his honesty. So he's coming back. Mike Edwards coming back, so they'll be all right. But like you said, I definitely agree with you 100%. That Green Bay is sitting at that 1 spot, and then the most surprising game of the day. I know some other upsets, but one that I thought was a lot. I actually put as one of my locks. Detroit. They went in as 12.5-point favorites. I was 13-point favorites. The Cardinals were going into Detroit, and Detroit handled business. And this was physical. This was bully ball from start to finish.
Man.
What's your takeaway from this? How concerned are you with the Cardinals right now?
So I mean, it is Overreaction Monday.
Yeah, we need it's
I,
week 15 too.
this what I'll do. I think I would chalk this up as a team going in and sleeping on their opponent, thinking that they're going in there and just because of this is our record, this is their record, we gonna win the game. But what I can say about the Detroit Lions that they've played hard all year. At times it's
Facts.
been
It's
some
a
ugly
fact.
ball. At times it's been some ugly ball on the player side, on the coaching side. But what you can say is that week in and week out, those guys go out there and play hard. And that's what I do. That's what I do like to see out of a team that's record isn't great, but they going out there and playing tough. I'm gonna chalk it up to Arizona, man, just going out there and not giving them the respect and thinking that regardless, we the Arizona Cardinals, y'all the Detroit Lions, we got this game won.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna chalk it up to. I'm not going to panic or overreact too much. They didn't play well at all on both sides of the ball. But that's how I feel.
You know what? I don't know. I can't chalk it up to that because I saw that earlier this year. It might have been against the Jaguars where they kind of you can tell they came into the game like we playing the Jaguars. I think it was them. Went up a couple scores and then they just kind of kicked it into gear and they wouldn't end up beating them and I think covering the big spread. So, but Kyler Murray, man, he finished last game, iffy, not really executing the situation of getting a Hail Mary late and then came to this game and just didn't look right from the jump. So I got concerns with this Arizona offensive line. And then it was some points where Kyler Murray had time and threw some ugly balls out there. Now without D-Hop in there, because D-Hop,
Yep.
just like I talked about Mike Evans, D-Hop, as you and anybody that follows football at all knows, best receiving the game for the last few years, or one of them, he changes things for offenses and defenses. So A.J. Green kind of had to go into that number 1 spot. So it's different, man. I still like the running backs a lot with Edmonds and Connor. But I'm obviously still like Kyler, but I'm concerned, especially when you look at the NFC and these other quarterbacks that he's gonna have to, and these other teams that he's gonna have to face and beat. And then you line up and play Dallas in the playoffs or something with that front. Like I mean, I don't like. So I'm concerned. I'm concerned with Arizona. They look good all year. It's the time of the year. We talked about it earlier when we had our top 3 teams. I said I can't trust Kyler and the Cardinals yet. I haven't seen them do it in December and January, and this was kind of. The Lions came out, jumped on their ass, man. Like you said, they've been playing tough all year, but this was an ass from start to finish. I like that corner
No, it was.
out in Detroit too. 2-4 he a ball
Yeah,
magnet.
he go get it. Yeah, he go
I
get
think
it.
he got
Yeah,
6 on the
yeah,
year. He's a
yeah. Quiet as kept. He's out there balling, like you said.
Ayo. I don't want
But
to
I
mess his
mean,
name up, but I'm gonna call him Ayo.
hey, but now we gonna see, and then the Cards they got our coach next week.
Yeah, Christmas, right?
They got our coach. Well, shit, I ain't not next week. This week.
Yeah, I think a Warrior. Hope I said that right. A Warrior. Shout out to AO24 out there. 6 interceptions on the year, man. He's been a bright spot for the Lions. For the Lions big time this year, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Take my little break real quick. You got our
Go.
producer joins or now?
I can see the comments.
I bet.
I can see the comments, man. Y'all put some questions in the comments, man. While my boy D Buck go ahead and take his break. MF Cowboy, yeah. You talked about your Saints. Um, you did say that. You did say that. So shout out to the Saints. Shout out to the Saints fans in here. They did their thing. They balled. Uh, what was your reaction to the ejections in Colts game? You know what? I did see the ejections. I heard about them. I did not see them. Um, but we definitely gonna tap into our coach, man, when D Buck get back in here, man. Obviously he picked his favorite team, the Patriots, to come out of that thing with a W. So we gonna see. Kingsbury isn't fit to win. Cards full. That's crazy. G.I. Joe 317, that Colts game was loud. That's what I keep hearing. Was it like that AFC championship game? I heard it was crazy in there. Van Albright, what am I listening to before game, man? It just depends what type of mood I'm in, man. Sometimes I used to be on that DMX. Sometimes I used to be on that pop. Big Gerald Levert fan. It was just depending what type of mood I was in. If I wanted to get crazy or if I just wanted to be on mellow, chill mood. So more and more, honestly, I think the coach clicking at the right time, the perfect time. Again, I think I've said this probably like a few weeks out. I think they found their formula to win. Leaning on JT. JT is having a hell of a year, MVP um, type of year. That defense is balling. Kenny Moore, um, Darius Leonard, Forrest Buckner, those guys out there, they balling, man. So um, I like what I'm seeing with our coach right now. Game done
I
Tuesday. AB, how do you
mean, you like what you're seeing with the
what you
coach,
mean?
everything?
I mean, everything's not gonna be perfect, but at this time of the year, man, you got to find ways to win. And again, um, I like what they're doing. Again, everything's not going to be perfect. You're not going to be able to play a perfect game, but them leaning on JT on the offensive side of the ball, defense being opportunistic, and you finding ways to win.
Man,
I like it.
went uh, went. I'm concerned. I got a little concern with Wentz down the stretch, man. I do. And
Man,
JT. I mean, he's a special. He's a special. They come that last word he had to close it out. I mean, but he's special, two-way special. But at some point in the playoffs,
you're going to need your quarterback to
you're
come and
gonna
play
need your
big.
quarterback to be special for at least a 2, 3, 4 week window where he just got to kind of elevate. And I said a couple weeks ago, the only quarterback, it ain't just Wentz, the only quarterback in the AFC really I trust in those moments right now is Mahomes. Mac Jones, he looks suspect. Against a very good Colts defense. Um, Herbert Young, Burrow Young, but Wentz, man, I'm
So you don't
concerned.
think Wentz you don't think Wentz could make that run for you?
I mean, I don't. And honestly, just obviously watch a bunch of Colts this year.
Yeah,
And
hey, my guy D Butt, he ain't playing this morning.
you got to keep it real, man. I'm just saying, bro. I like him, and he has had an efficient year. He's had a good year, but like I said, quarterback that's going to elevate. Like when I'm watching the games, it's just like when the quarterback drops back, like when A-Rod dropped back, Brady, shit, even Kyler, he had a bad game, but Herbert, Mahomes, Burt, when these guys drop back, you like Jimmy G. You got to have that conversation too. When these guys drop back, though, I just feel like, okay, like I just got a sense of calm, like they're going to make the right play. When Wentz drop back, I'm kind of like, oh, shit, it's a pass. Like I'm like this. So that's just and it's not just Wentz. The receiver room, it ain't up to par with the other contenders either. So that's my concern. That's my area of concern with the Colts. Love the defense. Love JT. I don't even mind Frank as a play caller, but I'm a little concerned with two back there, just being honest.
Like you said, that defense, JT, I think Wentz he gonna hold it down for us. He gonna hold it down for us. I think well, I'll say we as the coach. I know you the Patriots or
Come
whatever.
on, man. You
But
see
I
my
think we're
coach,
gonna be
helmet right there. Come on, man.
I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right.
All right. You know, I picked against them. My heart is with
you
the
definitely
Colts.
did.
I picked against them. I was wrong. They got that special teams unit for the Colts too. Shout out to Bubba Ventrone, man, my former
Shout out
teammate, the
to
special teams.
my former teammate as well, man. Shout out to
Hey,
Bubba,
man.
man.
He doing some great things. He's coaching these guys well, and you can tell he's passionate about what he's doing when you're watching the games. And you know, you watching this unit, you should appreciate it when you watch other teams, even like a team like the Packers, team like the Chargers, who I watch a lot of. Like them units been letting them down. So shout out to the coach special teams unit, man. Blocking shit,
No, for sure, because
scoring. I love it.
you know, just with special teams and period, we don't talk about it, you know, as far as
Until
like the
they
people in the media or whatever the
fuck
case,
up.
until they mess up. Yeah, until they mess up. You miss a field goal, or you let a a punt returner or a kick returner take it back. But as players know, and true fans know the game of football, special teams is a very key component to you having success. And when the coaches and when the players, when they buy into that, man, you have a good special team. When you have a good special team, 9 times out of 10, you have a great team. We have a great
Facts.
team. So, like you said, shout out to Bubba, man. Shout out to the coach and special team unit.
And usually that special teams unit is very based off your depth. Like how deep is your team? You know, how deep is your roster? And then if injuries start and guys that's usually dominant 4 core teamers, now they got to play a little more offense, and they not, you know, that affects things as well. So they've been playing good wire to wire, man. But yeah, so defensive unit, offensive unit led by JT, and then the special teams unit. Because one thing that a lot of people may not know, field position. Like you got turnovers, obviously. And then after that, field position. If you look at that after a game, you look at turnover, you look at field position, starting drives, that'll show you who wins and loses games a lot of the time. So shout out to the big for the brand show. Shout out to the 4th Down Army out there.
Yeah, man. Our coach, man, they had at the right time right now. I love to see it. I love to see it.
At the right time. Let's fly through some of these games. We talk about this one already?
Nah, we did. That's one. I had Kansas City in this one. You having this one?
Oh, that's how you started. Well, you know what I had, man. I had the Chargers, man.
Oh.
You know what I had. Brandon Staley, super aggressive. Hey, that's how we're gonna play ball around here. Damn it, I like it. Create an identity and live by it, man. If they didn't lose those guys early, they win that game. Mahomes, that's the guy I trust. Kelsey, Hill, cheat codes.
Hey, look at here. We ain't going. Hey, let's go back to that Kansas City Chargers game, man. I like the aggressiveness, the play calling, but sometimes, man, we got to tone this shit down, man. We gotta let this. We gotta make the right calls, man. I understand what you're saying, being aggressive on the play call and things of that nature, but at times, man, we got to play the game how the game's supposed to be played. You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta have a feel for
it. You definitely do. You definitely do. And again, I don't dislike it because again, if I'm a player and I'm going in, I know, hey, my coach, he's going to be aggressive. Like, you know, he trusts his players. But as a coach, man, like you said, like you gotta have a feel for the game, and you gotta know, like, okay, well, I can't get ahead of myself on this one. I just need to do the right thing. What
Yeah.
as far as football 1-on-1, this is the right thing to do in this situation. Um, so
Yeah.
again, he has his coaching style, but
That's
for
his
me,
style. Hey,
if I
that's
was
his
him,
style,
that's
man.
hey, that's his thing. It's his thing. But again, man, we gotta sometimes we gotta go back to football 1-on-1. What's the right thing to do at this time?
The only issue I had was with the fourth down attempt, at least, was the one that he went for right before the half when he couldn't win up 7, and you knew the Chiefs weren't going to get the ball backed up, so you weren't going to get that benefit of the field position. I had a problem with that one. The other ones, I mean, you had a drop and a tragic play by 89. You had some other drops, so I
Yeah,
don't have a problem with it, man. Create your identity, create your culture, and the most important thing, the guys in that locker room, they bought in, and that's like, hey, this is how we're gonna rock week in and week
man,
out. So ain't got a problem with it, man.
I wouldn't have a
You
problem
playing
with it
against
if
Mahomes
you're
too,
making these
so
calls. Nah, I wouldn't have a problem with it if you're making these decisions and you coming out on the winning end.
I mean, you can't look at it like that. You can't look at
You,
the
you, you,
results.
you definitely
It's the
can.
process. It's
It's a
the
it's a
process,
results
man.
business. It's a results business. That's all we base this off of. We base this business off the results.
You can't go
Come on,
okay, but
Juba, you know that.
they've won games. If you watch the Chargers all year, they've been going for it on fourth down all year, and they've won games like that too. So you can't look at the results when they
Man,
lose and say, "Ah, damn, we can't." We got to start kicking field
what's
goals.
it?
You can't create an
What's the
identity
record?
that way. You can't create an identity that way.
Man,
They record. Let's look at their
yes.
record right now.
What's their
Chargers
record?
8-6 right now, 6th spot, second in the AFC West. I
Shit,
mean,
they probably
here we go. Here we
11
go.
and 11 and 3.
if they always
Probably 11 and 3 or something.
shit,
They
it'd
probably
probably be
11
6 and
and
8.
3 or something.
If they probably be 6 and 8 if
Yeah.
they ain't trust their coach. But I like him, man. I think Staley is a good blend of analytics and a football guy. I'm not a fan of just looking at a spreadsheet or just listening to a bot that says, hey, this is the time you go for it, this time you don't. I'm a big fan of, hey, I feel the game, I know my players, I know the matchup. I do know the analytics. I'm gonna use that as a tool as well. And then you make a decision. So I don't have a problem with that, man. You know how I feel about the quarterback over there, too. So keep that motherfucker on the field.
You
Speak about
got
on
to
the field,
relax a
man.
little bit.
Nah, aggressive. Drop your nuts. 19-13 victory. I had the Steelers in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was pretty much a pick 'em. Oh, I think we
The
both had the
Steelers in this
Steelers. Yeah.
Yeah, we both had the
TJ,
Steelers. Yep.
shout out to TJ Watt, broke the single season Steelers sack record, which is, if you've known that franchise over the years, and especially what they do, that's Blitzburg. So for you to have a sack record with 3 games left, and he's missed 2 games, like
he's a problem. He's a problem, man.
That's crazy.
He
And
put work in week in and week out.
Yeah. So he made playing Joe Hayden. He made his presence felt. Came back, wasn't in the starting lineup, but still came out. Had a huge. I don't know if they call it an interception or a fumble recovery. That play he had when the diving play, and then had a huge fourth down stop that they tried to finesse and give Tennessee Titans a spot, but huge game saving tackle, man. Shout out to the Steelers. They still in the hunt. Where are they at in this?
Yep.
In this Oh no, yeah, they in the hunt. They in the hunt.
They right outside. Yeah. Outside looking in.
These boys is not. They are not. They way outside. The boy down the street. But
they getting ready for next year.
Fact. Who did you have in this one though? We had to pick one.
Jacksonville stinking asses.
Yeah, I had Jacksonville to win, but I had Houston against the spread where it matters, and they came out and handled business. Had Dallas winning, Dallas covering. I think we both did on this one.
Both had that. Yep.
Yeah, and we talked about what you would do out there with the New York Giants to start to fix and turn that program around. Cowboys really excited about them on defense, offensively.
Yeah,
but
offense not looking so great. But New York, man, y'all got to make some changes out there, man. It's not looking good. Prayers to Sterling Shepard. He got That injury did not look good yesterday. And that
Achilles, I think.
injury bug's been hitting him tough. So speedy recovery to the young boy. But New York, man, what y'all gonna do?
Yeah. Speaking of speedy recovery, same to Teddy Two Gloves, man. I saw he got carted
Yeah,
off, had the face
yeah.
mask off. I didn't see what happened, and I rarely go back and watch replays. But had to be bad with the face mask off. So I think he was moving. I think he got
Yeah,
an
it
update.
was
He
a
was moving extremities. So bad
nasty
hit.
fall on like
Nasty fall.
scrambling. Kind of got took his legs out, and when he fell on his head.
Ah,
So
yeah.
I think yeah.
Them head injury, scary, man. Um, what was I here? Actually, the Giants are thinking about making a change. Think about starting Jake Fromm. They said Joe Judge said we're happy the conversation about that. I don't know how much that'll help, but hey, they're doing something, man.
Mike, this one,
Another
I was worried.
another game.
I was
Who did you take?
I was worried. I had Miami, man. I had Miami. I think I had the Jets to cover. But at the start of this game, man, I was a little nervous, man. Jets came out, jumped on Miami. But Miami was
Yeah.
able to, pull through.
I think they jumped out to
End
a
of the game, man. But
10-0 lead.
10-0 lead. Yeah, 10-0 lead. And had me nervous there for a minute.
Yeah, man. This game kind of went exactly how I thought it would. I had the Dolphins winning, Jets covering. I think I got it at, what was this, 9.5 on the open? But yeah, so Dolphins won, Jets covered. Jets came out, they showed a little fight. They played tough, man. Defensively had a nice little pick six. Tua, it's 6 wins in a row down here.
6 wins.
Without
You back on
Waddle,
that Tua train.
I'm still on the kiddie table. I'm still, because when you watch the offense, it's a very, very, very basic vanilla passing offense. And Duke Johnson had a big game. Great. They signed him to the active roster. He was on I don't know how it's working now with this P squad stuff, but signed him to the active roster. He balled.
Squad, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Tua though. He won it. It's 6 wins in a row. They loving him right down here right now. But this offense, very, very, very vanilla. I think the 6 wins in a row, like following a 7-loss stretch. So
7 games. Yeah.
It's a good time to turn it around, though. But I was right on that one. What about this one? You picked this one, right? Bengals at Broncos. I had the Bengals winning, Bengals covering.
I did. What you mean? Yeah, I did. I picked this one right. I did. Shout out to Joe Burrow and them boys over there.
Stinking ass 15 points.
Hey, 15 got it done, baby. 15 got it done.
Stinking ass 15 points. Shout out to the Bengals.
They got it done.
This one, I picked this one dead ass wrong. Actually, no, not dead ass wrong, because I did have the Niners winning, but I had the Falcons covering. I think this was a 9.5 point spread. Man, it's crazy. Here we are, week 15. I had a crazy take, a wild take. AB drugged me through the mud and national media about how, I ain't even gonna get into it. But Jimmy G. Hey, man. This guy, man, if you had to take one quarterback right now going into the playoffs from the NFC West, can I hear those guys in order, please, from AB?
Yeah, I'll do Kyler Murray. I'll go Stafford. I'll go Jimmy
I'm talking about going into the playoffs. Going into the playoffs.
Yeah. I would. You just heard me. I would take Kyler Murray, Stafford, Jimmy G, and Russell Wilson. You give me all that hoopla and all that other crazy shit. Like that shit don't move me none. That shit don't move me none.
Hey,
I'll say it one more time. Kyler Murray, Stafford, Jimmy G, and Russell Wilson.
Jimmy G. Jimmy, I appreciate you, Tim. I appreciate you, Tim. You got me looking. You got me looking like I know what the hell I'm talking about, man. Stafford.
You don't like.
I haven't seen Stafford do anything in the playoffs historically. So I don't know where this trust in Stafford is coming from. You saw him going to 3. He had a good game against the Cardinals, but you saw him going the stretch where he was throwing them gifts. So I'm not trusting Stafford. in
So
December.
who
Kyler,
give me your 1 through 4. Give me your 1 through 4.
Jimmy G, one.
That's
I
an
mean,
end of show. That's an end of show of that shit.
look at his record. Look at his record look at Kyle Shanahan's record with Jimmy G as a quarterback and any other person at the quarterback position. So I started there with Jimmy G, and I've seen him do it in the playoffs before. I've seen him in the Super Bowl. I know it was 2 years ago, but he did that. Jimmy G. Then I go with Stafford, because of that team, the defense, the weapons around them. I'm gonna go Kyler after that, and Kyler would be 2 if D Hop was still there. But like I said, that offensive line, Kyler, and then Russ. He ain't gonna be there, so I ain't finna waste time on that. So, 10, let's
Jimmy
go,
G,
baby.
Jimmy G is sitting in a good spot over there with the San Francisco 49ers in that team. Quarterback wise, I got him at 3, baby. Shout out to
Kittle,
Debo
boy.
Samuel, man.
Debo and
Kittle,
boys.
Debo, them
My
boys,
God.
they out there balling, man. They out there balling. So shout out to the old
Big
squad.
facts. Biggest fact. Before we get up out of here, did you watch any of the fights? Did you watch Frank G fight? Did you watch Frank G, Terry Williams? Then we had Jake Paul, Tyrone Woodley, and it ain't
I did. Hey, I miss the fights, but you best believe I'm catching all the memes. I'm catching all the, you know what I'm saying, and
hey, I ain't gonna speak bad on my dog. I saw the beat. They make him a dog look bad with how they cut it. I didn't watch the fight personally. They didn't get my 6
I
years
ain't watching
time,
either.
so I can't really speak on it. But they making Frank look bad in the meme world. But Todd Woodley,
And you got to
Jake
sit it
Paul,
down, baby.
hey man, hey, we at the point right now. We gonna have to jump Jake. Ain't no more fair ones for Jake. You ain't gonna keep doing us like this, Jake. You ain't gonna keep doing us like this, Jake. Ain't no fair ones for Cuz.
Just imagine what Jake and them talking about back at the crib behind closed door.
That boy probably got them
on this show.
Hey, nah, you already. Hey, Le'Veon jumping out there talking. Hey, Bill, chill, bro. Chill.
Just chill, man. That being sparring, hitting the mitts, hitting the big bag, like it's a little different, man. And
Jake been working on his craft.
He got some confidence right now, so I don't know if you want to walk into that. That overhand right seemed like it's real. That overhand right seemed like it's.
Boy, and as boxing is how boxing works. As you get tired, you go stand in the mirror after this and just stand in the mirror like this for 3 minutes and see where your hands start, where they end up. So as you get tired, as it wears you, the hands start to drop. You don't play boxing, man. But Jake been working on his craft, and I ain't ever mad at a man in their hustle. He obviously been getting to the money. And I know you're a big boxing fan, so you may not agree with this, but he been having this boxing shit on his back over the last couple of years. Money, eyes, engagement wise. So I can't hate him. I can't hate him from that standpoint.
I'm never gonna hate on anybody getting that money. I wouldn't say the boxing on his back. I would say the entertainment aspect and of fighting. I would say that. But boxing wise, that boy Tank Davis and Errol Spence and them guys, man, they got some. They've been doing some things. But like you said, I'm not gonna hate on nobody getting their money, because he's getting to it. He's getting to it. But shout out, hey, Le'Veon, man, don't do it, bro.
Yeah, I know y'all got the same representation, so get that message through it to him through the wire. But hey, Woodley, go enjoy your family, bro.
Just sit on down and Frankie G and D Will, man. Shout out to Frank G. You know what I'm saying? D Will.
He got in there.
Got in the ring. You know what I mean? Did they want to? Did they thing? Whatever. But that boxing different, man.
D Will already said that's it for him. It's a wrap for him. Frank said he wasn't sure, but I think they both said they had the plan, all the training, like you said, hitting the mitts and all that shit. But once you get to that ring and it's the it's a different ballgame. That's why I'll be talking about it from right here. You will not see
Hey,
me in
no
that
question.
box.
No question.
Before we get up out of here though, MVP, man. Who you got in your MVP race right now, man?
A-Rod. I got A-Rod
I
as
believe
my
these are the current
MVP right
odds
now.
according to FanDuel.
I got
So you
A-Rod
got
as my MVP, man.
I'm with you.
I
I'm with
like
you.
JT. I like JT what he's doing. Just don't see them giving it to a running back unless he does something phenomenal these last couple of weeks. But A-Rod is my favorite right now.
Hey, Roger, favorite. Real quick, I just saw something that Kirk Cousins 1-9 on Monday Night Football. Damn, I forgot about his primetime shit. I might have to take Justin Fields straight up. But we're gonna see.
Nah,
Right now, the
don't do that.
favorite. Don't
Don't
do it.
no,
You
don't do
talked
that.
me out of picking the Lions to cover, so I don't know if you remember that or not. But right now, 1 through 5 in the MVP
Go.
race. Tom Brady at plus 160, Aaron Rodgers at plus 160, Patrick Mahomes at plus 850, Matthew Stafford at plus 1,000, and then Jonathan Taylor at
Matthew
plus
Stafford.
1,200. I mean, his numbers and the stats and
Oh,
all
okay.
this shit. It looks, it looks
Okay.
great. But if you've been watching ball, he should be out
Anyway,
of that
hey,
race
let's get to
2
this.
weeks ago.
Let's get to this.
Where's Jimmy G?
Let's hey where he should be. Hey, let's get to this defensive MVP talk.
Here we go.
Defensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year. You got TJ Watt, Miles Garrett, Michael Parsons, T Diggs, Aaron Donald, and our boy from Coach Darius Leonard, man. Who you like right here?
I mean, how it's so disrespectful. They got Darius Leonard at plus 10,000. I mean, 11 takeaways on the year. I know it's geared towards pass rushers, but 11 takeaways. I mean, that's impressive. It's disrespectful where he's at on this list. If I was betting, I'd probably go Michael Parsons, the Cowboys, the brand, and he's been putting it. He's been balling. What he's done in the past game, what he does off the ball. I haven't seen anybody do that in a
Yeah,
while. TJ Watt up there, he's a favorite
this
right now. Miles Garrett right behind, but who you got? So I'm going Parsons at plus 350.
this tough, man, because that boy TJ Watt, like you said, we talked about it earlier.
Special.
Sacks franchise record with him missing. How many games? I think he missed 2 games.
Missed 2.
Missed
Yeah,
two
half of
games.
another
So
one.
yeah, so that's impressive, man. You know what? It's I can't even say who I got because
You got
you
God,
got
no. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one, cuz. Come on.
Michael
T
Parsons. You got
Diggs, he got
T
7. He got
Diggs.
10 picks
He
already
got
with
10
3
picks.
games
Like
left.
that's crazy. And then like you said, Darius Leonard, what he's doing. I'm gonna go.
And Aaron Donald's kind of like, the
Yeah,
LeBron of the
he like a
conversation
LeBron.
where he
Oh,
could, yeah.
correct. I'm gonna go TJ Watt, man. I think what he's doing, man, is impressive. And again, he's doing it year after year after year since he came into the league. I'll go with TJ Watt, but all the guys are deserving, man.
Agreed, man. Appreciate y'all, man. As always, about that time. Make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend, like the stream. Keep rocking with us, man. I'll go rock with Pat. Check him out. You got anything else before we get up out of here?
And that's it, man. Y'all have a good start to the week, man. Catch these games tonight. Remember, we got 2 games tonight. We got 2 games Tuesday night. So tap into that. And
I
again,
like it.
man, y'all have a good week. Y'all be good.
I like it. A lot of football, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, follow, do all that shit. We out, man. Hey, safe travels, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Peace.
We out. Oh, hold on. Nah. You know what? Not yet, Street Yard. Hold on. We're gonna leave y'all with the. Do we have an outro? Or we just hit the. We just gonna hit the end.